it's Gino Terrell. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Gino's Perspective. If you haven't read an article by now, the women's soccer team is still in the hunt for the playoffs. But before we shift gears to soccer, let's go to the volleyball game that took place Saturday, October 6th, homecoming day, versus Luther. Earlier this year, the Pipers beat Luther in a 3-2 duo during a tournament at St. Kate's. After winning the first set, it seemed like they were on their way to another victory, but Luther came back with a vengeance. In the fourth set, Hamline was down 17-23. Coach Ludwig called a timeout to get the team fired up for one last rally. After the break, they won a 4-0 run, but Luther struck back and outlasted Hamline. As they closed out the set, they won the game 3-1. Now let's bring it to Coach Ludwig after the game.
Well, today we struggled with our service receive and our passing. That's something that has been more consistent in previous games. So that's something we're going to do a lot in practice, is just our ball control and being able to improve our service receive passing numbers. Yeah, it is frustrating. We played Luther early in the year and we won in 5, and then now they came here and we lost in 4. We actually have a chance to play them again next weekend too. So it'll be kind of a best of 3 series a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're just inconsistent, and that's kind of the deal breaker why we haven't been able to beat some teams. Is we're up and then we're down, we're up and we're down. So we need to be more consistent, and we need to better the ball on service. So those are the things that we're going to spend a lot of time on in practice.
Do you think part of that's due to youth, because there are a lot of young people?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a couple freshmen outsides that were playing for us today, and I think it makes a little bit of a difference. But at the same time, we're over halfway through our season, and they've had a lot of reps and a lot of practice, and they know the way to train. So, it's on them, and it's expected of them to perform, the way that we need them to perform. So, youth is a part of it, but I don't use that too much as an excuse. I think they have to be ready to go.
So in year 3, it's going much better now.
Yeah.
Opposed to previous years. So what kind of things have you learned over the years?
Each year we've brought in more competitive kids. In the gym, it's a lot of competing, a lot of drills we do where it's scored or timed or competing things, and so that's something I've learned. We add a lot of that into practice. Very fast paced, very intense. We haven't been able to do that in the past, but we haven't had the numbers and the depth to be able to do some of the things we do now. So that's been a progression. So the pace, the intensity, the competitiveness are the things that keep improving and they keep helping us get better each year. Play Gustavus next Wednesday. It's our pink match, actually, so everyone can wear pink to the match. It's supporting breast cancer awareness night. I feel very confident playing Gustavus. We played them a scrimmage earlier this year, and we have beat them in 2. So I'm confident that we'll come in, and if we play the level we can play, we pass well, and we stay consistent, then definitely I expect to win in that match.
All right, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
From my perspective, Coach Ludwig has been very effective in year 3. The team is now 14-7. Looking at the roster, there's a lot of sophomores and freshmen. I know she says no excuse of why that leads to inconsistency, youth that is, but trust me, they have picked up and they catch on. And in a few years, can you imagine how good the team's going to be? Now let's turn it over to soccer.
When I put on a show, feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready.
October 6th, Saturday, homecoming. At 1 o'clock, kicked off a great game between Hamline and St. Mary's. This game featured Division III's top players. From Hamline, Eileen Schneider, who was tied at #1 for goals, and last year she made the 2011 All-MIAC team. And for St. Mary's, their goalkeeper, Miranda Holling, she leads the league in saves. At the end of the half, the score was deadlocked at 0-0. Hamlin's goalkeeper, Molly Jacobs, she showed she got game too. She played solid shutdown D all half. Oh yeah, and I forgot, last 2 weeks, she won Athlete of the Week for women's soccer in the MIC. So yeah, trust me, she got game. The Pipers had great ball control all half. Eventually, they took the lead and were up 1-0. But towards the end of the half, with 11 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the game, St. Mary scored. But not so fast. Less than 20 seconds later, the Pipers drove the ball downfield, and Alyssa Valentes literally got her head into the game as she nudged the game-winning goal in with her head, making her parents, Mary and Spiral Valentes, proud as they came all the way from Oregon to watch her play. The Pipers sealed the game and won 2-1. Keeping their playoff hopes alive. On Saturday after the game, I spoke with Coach Tate Zimmerman from the studio. All right, Coach Tate Zimmerman, congratulations on a 2-1 victory over St. Mary's. The game was tied at 1-1. They tied it with 11:58 left. 20 seconds later, you guys go ahead and score and close the game out 2-1. You guys are now 8-3-1. What's your reaction after the game?
Yeah, I thought our girls played well overall. We definitely controlled the majority of the play of the game. We made it a little too close for comfort there the last 10 minutes, but let them get that tying goal. But I was impressed with our response right after the goal, and came back and got the tying goal. Took the lead about 20 seconds later, like you said. So I was impressed with our response after that. So overall, a good win for the team.
Do you realize now that you guys are 8-3-1? You guys are 3 wins away from the all-time record.
Yes, yeah, I do know that. I knew that 10 wins was our best. We got that in 2007 and then also last year. So yeah, that's definitely would be nice to break that program record for wins in a season.
You wouldn't happen on the coach who was there in those years when they broke the record?
Yeah, that was me. 2007 was my first year, and then of course I was here last year too. So so yeah, it'd be nice to break that record.
Hey, Coach, what specifically about this team makes them feel special to you? You know, now every team's
yeah, I mean, it's a really great group of girls. I mean, they get along so well, and how close they are off the field, I think, really comes out on the field. And so it's just a pleasure to coach them.
Okay, well, you guys are now home. And after that, it's followed by three road games, and it's hard not to see. But October 19th against Auburn Friday night, you know, both back to a playoff spot. How you get the girls motivated?
Quite honestly, we're not as much. I mean, I know it's down the road, but we're not really focused on that right now. Our focus is one day at a time. So our focus right now is have a great practice on Monday and get ourselves ready for our game on Tuesday. And when Augsburg comes, Augsburg comes.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
Hamline is now 8-3-1, and they are still battling for a potential playoff spot. They have 6 games remaining, and of those 6, 4 of them are on the road. But for this team, I think they can handle the task, because we could be witnessing history in the making, as this could be the best team in Hamline's women's soccer history. Yes, they're that good, trust me. I know Ted Zibman says he's not looking down the road at the game against Augsburg, but personally, I think that game's in the back of his mind. In each game, he's sending a message to Augsburg Aggies that, hey, the Pirates are coming to town. You better watch out October 19th. But hey, that's my perspective. See you next time on Gino's Perspective.
Put them in the game, put the picture in the frame on the paper playing gang, and my mind is going insane. Put the penny to the dollar, all the fellas wanna holler, cause they know that I'm a baller with a shot collar. Barking like a Rottweiler, burning like a bonfire, stuck up in the crossfire, damn my flow is on fire.